Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So this is going to be about the Q&A that Escape from Tarkov posted on their Twitter account. So yeah, let's make a video, try to review it. Yeah. So we present the first part of Nikita, the the creator of the game. Gene Byrne answers to your questions collected for the latest Tarkov TV episode, but not included in the live broadcast. So someone asked, could you share your long-term development plans beyond the 2-3 years, or 2-3 season per year? Nikita said there will be 2 seasons every year. Among the major planned developments, is a revamp of the game's graphics. This is a very large undertaking. In addition, we plan to release 2 DLCs, the clan system and scav life. There are also many other exciting things in the pipeline, such as new story chapters. Now, I don't remember hearing about the clan system recently, but I've heard about it I'd say about like a year or so ago, maybe more. But I have heard of the Scav Life one, and apparently those are planned for next year. Um, Now I don't know how this clan system is gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna be like you play like you get a lot of tasks, say with like playing with a group or something. I don't know how that's gonna work with the new group shared tasks. This is gonna be a very weird one. But the Scav Life, I can't wait for that though. I can't wait to see what that is. Also, he also said there are many other exciting things in the pipeline, such as new story chapters, which, there was a good bit already in the game, but I think it'll be nice to see some more. But the graphics, that's a big thing, because we don't know how terribly optimized the game is, beyond, like, streets and all that. Let's just hope, it's good, it's something good. Right now, it's important for us to combine the preparation of new seasons with work on DLCs and carry them out in parallel. Thing is, the original concept for the seasons was very simple. It was just meant to be a wipe along the way. It has turned into a fully fledged series system that requires more time and effort, which is true. Which is true. But they're working on. They're putting the new seasons with the work on the DLCs first, besides the graphics, which I think graphics should come first. I mean, we don't need all this new stuff. I think we need to optimize the game, but are there now this is another question. Someone asked, are there plans to allow players to earn Tarcoin in EFT Arena? Nikita said, we're considering this possibility and it may well be introduced in the future, which I haven't found a single Tarcoin, even in Tarkov, I haven't gone to the tar bank yet, but maybe they just made it so they spawn there now. But I haven't found them like where I used to find them before the whole tar coin stuff was introduced. And you can't buy them on the flea market anymore. So there's another question: will Prestige be available in future seasons? Nikia said there are no plans for that at the moment. For the seasons, we need to develop a separate system that wouldn't overlap Prestige and PvP. Which, I mean, I think it's because it wipes. That's why they're not there's no plans for it to be added. Because what's the point in adding a Prestige to a wipe based system? Because then when wipe happens, it'll just be wiped away. But they said, like Nikia said, we'd need to develop a separate system that wouldn't overlap with Prestige and PvP. But I don't know how that's all gonna work. But time will tell. Will there be any buffs for solo players given the option to complete tasks in a group? In a group exists now. Oh, given the option to complete tasks in a group exists now. Nikita said, I think so. There will be some buffs for solo players. We'll probably also introduce achievements tied to solo play, which I do think that is cool, a good thing. But I think that solo players are at a very disadvantage at the moment. Because it's kind of like with the group task system, like back to the group task system. I think it gives more advantage for playing with a group when tasking, but and I think that when you play solo and you try to complete tasks, it kind of like puts you at a disadvantage because there's gonna now a lot of people trying to do tasks as a group, and there's just gonna be more people and all that you'll be running up against. But with them, probably all like they said, we'll probably also introduce achievements tied to solo play. I think that's a good idea. Kind of just make it rewarding. Like, oh, complete every task in the game, like solo or so much. That's not gonna happen. Like, that's not gonna be a real thing. Based on the comment on Tarkov TV, the answer wasn't entirely clear. We will be getting a kill cam or a full raid replay. Nikita said, at the very least, it will be a kill cam. It's also important to understand that a kill cam and raid replay are two different things. We haven't considered full replays yet, although recording a raid PM with a PMC helmet-mounted camera seems to me much more realistic and appropriate than a kill cam from the killer's perspective. That, I think, is dumb. I think that's pretty dumb. Because that'll just add more of a system to the game that'll probably break more stuff. And it just makes no sense. I mean, what's the point? I mean, like, I don't get it. That and you won't see the kill cam. Like, I watched Irving Breen's video on this. There won't be a kill cam like during the game. Will definitely be like after the raid, because that'll just be putting everyone at a disadvantage. Now, the PMC helmet mounted camera for like the recording a raid, it's stupid. I mean, we have OBS, we have NVIDIA Replay, AMD Replay. I mean, there's so many things out there that we can already record a raid with. Twitch, YouTube, all that. Hell, even now with being able to stream on Twitter, I think it's just a dumb thing to add to the game. Would you like to add battle pass documents to reward pool for daily or weekly tasks? We'd like to. We'll most likely add them to the weekly ones. I think that's a mix. I mean, I can find I find so many everywhere. I find them a lot on customs. I find them a lot on factory. I find them a lot on interchange. I can find them everywhere if I really wanted to. I can find them all if I really wanted to. Now, I think it'll be nice to have this for the people that don't play like that and they only have like a small amount of time to play the game. Like, say, oh, I'm getting on for like 20 minutes before I have to go back to work or school or something. Like, I think that would be nice for people like that. But, like I said, you can easily find them anywhere if you really try to. Are there plans for a season familiar to the soft core wipe in the future? Um, Nikita said, I think so. One of the seasons will be softcore and laid back, which I wonder if it'll be like kind of like how last time we had a softcore, everything was on the flea. There was there was no found and raid for a hideout. Um, it was just easier to do tasks. Um, and all that. Like you were like, I think that's what it'll probably be like. I don't know. Will it be possible to transfer experience or items from the seasonal character to a permanent one at the end of the season? Nikki said quickly, no one won't. Very self explanatory. You're not going to be able to, like, at the end of the season, you're not going to be able to take all your money and put it into like your main PvP or PvE account. Like can't put no GPs, tar coins, documents, weapons, cases, nothing to your mains. Are there still plans to add access to the labyrinth from the menu? Yes, they are. I think I've heard that they were going to do that already, like a while ago, but they never did. I wonder if they're like kind of like how they have Icebreaker already on there. I think they have Icebreaker on there already. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. What new weapon models are planned for addition in the near future? Are there plans to expand the range of existing calibers with the new cartridges? Nikita said the G3 and FAMAS will be added this year. The AEK, which a lot of people want, is planned for later, and possibly the AN-94 Abakan. Um, there are many weapons worth adding, but I can't say anything specific about them at the moment. We are constantly adding new cartridges, although some calibers are already oversaturated with them. Just get rid of like General Sam. I said this in a video. Airwing Marine said this. Noise Guy said this. Landmark said this. I said this. Get rid of like half of the calibers we already have because no one uses them. What's the point of them? I just think it's stupid to have like a million rounds of 9x19 or like a billion rounds of like 12 gauge. Three of them do the same exact thing. Like, it's a stupid thing. Which features did you have to abandon completely? But would you like to see? But would you like to see implemented? The kid said there aren't any. We haven't completely abandoned anything. My approach is that we always keep everything we've ever planned in mind and don't see a definitive no. I don't know about that, buddy. There has been a lot of things that you guys have said were planned or were going to come this day or this day or this day. Either they got delayed or completely forgotten about. Like, there's a lot of armor that was teased and leaked like 6 years ago. They never made it to the game. If we go into the wiki page for Tarkov and go through all the planned stuff, like I'm pretty sure there's armor in there from like 2016 that still hasn't came out yet. Take customizable rigs, for example. Unfortunately, due to the sheer volume of equipment in the game, it is unlikely the system will ever be introduced. Nevertheless, we haven't abandoned it. We put it on hold. I'm confident that EFT will be around for a very long time. So it's impossible to say for certain. Well, I'm not too sure about that. Um, I mean, I mean, just like make like a skin option for like helmets. Oh, you want to buy a helmet? What skin do you want this in? It'll declutter a lot of the traders. It'll make things a lot easier, and like I don't know. It's something. What are your main expectations for Unity 6? Nikita said, the most important things for me personally is the ability to use new methods for working with the graphics and consequently to improve them. Unity 6 will offer many other technical capabilities, but for me, graphics are the most important thing. I think that graphics are a big thing that need to be worked on, especially with a game like Tarkov, where it is very poorly optimized. And like I said, safe streets. On my 3060, I'm running. I'm running like maximum on streets like 60 to like 70. And it sucks to see that like it's a great map. but it is poorly optimized where people that have bad equipment can't play it at all. And knowing Tarkov with how many streets tasks there are, a lot of people that like to do those tasks that are coming back with the older equipment are stuck kind of not being able to do them and not being able to, let's say, level up their traders or like be able to unlock this for barter or buy this from the barters. It just sucks. No, I know that Unity 6 was a big thing that they were talking about for a while, but um I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with that. I don't know if they're going to be bringing it to ETS anytime soon or what. Is the current version of Escape from Tarkov close to the game you envisioned 10 years ago? To what extent do your initial ideas at the start of development align with your current vision? Nikita said it's very close. Obviously, 10 years ago, I was planning on an ultra hardcore game. I didn't even imagine it would last this long, or that it would have so much content and depth. Nevertheless, the concept of Tarkov and my approach to it evolved as we worked on it. I so Tarkov, yes, it's been around for 10 years, but Nikita said, I didn't even imagine it would last this long or that it have so much content and depth. It has more content than it does depth. It has more content like than it does like lore, like when it comes to the actual game. Like there is a lot of lore to Tarkov, but there's a lot like of like when it comes to like talking about depth, we know what happened to Chronicles of Rizzy. They like going back to the we've never abandoned anything. We haven't gotten any Rizzy videos or episodes. Um, anything that relies to the lore that you guys said that you guys have planned, we've never gotten. And when it comes to the content, I mean, you say quests are like a lore kind of system with like, the quotes and the messages that you get sent when you accept, make, or fail a quest. But, yeah. Initially, the plan was for a very niche hardcore simulator. I wanted to create a world atmosphere and a system that would allow for the situational implementation of various hardcore mechanics related to gunplay and the role playing system. During development, all of this began to evolve and take on a life of its own. The only when it comes to the gunplay and the role playing system, I think the only hardcore mechanics is stamina, weapon jamming, reloading, injury, in the medical system. I think that's it. Now, I wanted to create a world atmosphere and a system that would allow for situational implementation. Oh, and then Nikita also said all this began to evolve and take on a life of its own. If you watch the first stream of the alpha version, you will essentially see the very same EFT. It's just that now it's much more polished, packaged with content and features. The underlying philosophy behind the approach remains virtually unchanged. AFT today is definitely what I had in mind, only bigger and better. I wouldn't say better. Like it's a very giant upgrade from what we had 10 years ago. But I mean, people like 10 like 7 years ago you said you weren't going to be adding like microtransactions, or like 9 years ago you said no microtransactions. We got microtransactions, a lot of them. I think that a lot of features that were really good to have in the game, like that you guys removed, was like, say, like the quick throw grenades, uh I think it's just a lot of features that I think that just a lot of features that you guys had in the game that a lot of people like that you guys removed kind of downstepped it. Um, yeah, that's basically my whole thing on this Q&A. I will leave the link in here if you want to make your own video or just go through this. Currently, I'm not. Obviously, I'm literally just gamer. I'm trying to do this whole report thing. I suck at it. I'm sorry, but yeah, this is what I have on this, and I think it's very interesting, but also very dumb at some points. Like, oh, we haven't abandoned anything. This, that. Um, but yeah, that's all I have for this, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.